This is the Dr. Adams case. This is a vastly disturbing case. One of the investigative reporters had called me earlier on in the year, and unfortunately a plastic surgeon was stopped on his way to performing surgery, and he was found to be in possession of crystal meth. And that's, of course, especially fearful for the patients involved. And I think the big controversy was, well, why don't we drug test physicians?
Yeah.
These guys are entrusted with the lives and the health and the safety of patients. Certainly we test pilots on a routine basis.
Yeah.
And there's so many different levels of abstraction to that particular debate, but the short answer is, you know, we have certain constitutional privileges against unreasonable search and seizure, and those laws are designed to essentially fundamentalize, if you will, our rights to privacy and our rights to our own body. So there are no requirements that doctors be drug tested. There are Department of Health standards that require them to self-report if they have certain addiction problems. But at the end of the day, again, someone who is earning a livelihood doesn't want to necessarily forfeit that by being truthful or otherwise making full disclosures. If you remember the movie Malice, which you may, I'm not going to ruin it for our viewing audience, but it's a good twist and turns, sinister little plot. It's a legal drama involving Alec Baldwin and Nicole Kidman, and he plays a very egocentric cardiothoracic surgeon, if you recall, and he was being deposed, and they asked him, you know, do you have a God complex? And he says, I am God. And Nicole Kidman, who as a result of his medical malpractice had been rendered sterile and wasn't able to have children, she was bringing an action against him. She leaned forward from the other side of the table and said, will somebody here ask God how many shots of whiskey he belted back before he cut me open, right? So unfortunately, the reality is that there is no mandatory testing for surgeons, but it's incumbent upon all of us as patients and consumers to do our research, to go online and check these guys out.
I mean, that's what I was going to ask. You know, what can you do as a patient? Because it's not like that's a question you're going to ask, oh, by the way, you know, do you have an addiction problem that I need to worry about right now? That's not coming in the first conversation. So what can we do?
And you're right, in all fairness, would you expect an honest answer?
Oh,
if
wait,
you asked
that
them,
too,
right?
yeah.
Are you a racist? Who's going to give you a true answer? Because the vast majority of people don't realize they have a problem.